Welcome to Cooking with Mama. Today, Sunday, we are making barbecue pork chops, and we are using this large roaster because we are making a lot. Sylvia is coming and then we will have it for tomorrow too. First, I will rinse that part with water. Then I will put Kraft original barbecue sauce. Okay, it's not open yet.
We'll take a break from filming and we'll open it afterwards.
Okay, it's open.
It's open! Woo!
Opening. Why is not opening?
We should have worked out some hand signals and stuff before when to start, when to go.
Okay.
So if you see me waving, that means just that I want your attention for some reason.
It's interesting, it doesn't want to open it. Okay, that's good.
Yes, I think.
Okay, so we are using the barbecue sauce.
I should have had everything open by now.
Okay. Okay, so into the pot I will put barbecue sauce.
So just spreading it around, yeah.
Spreading around, so I will put the meat on the top of it.
Okay, let's get a close up of that. So just hang on a second, you.
I put some water in the empty bottle because there is lots of barbecue sauce still there. And then I just shake it. And then I will put it into the, because that's too thick, the sauce itself, right?
Right.
So I just put it on there.
Okay, so that was one container, but then you've got that Diana's there also. So
Yeah.
what will you do with that one?
So az nagyon a tapra.
Oh, like after you put the meat in, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. So this is pork sirloin chops boneless, and this is what we are using for the barbecue meat because it's nice and juicy.
Okay.
It's a nice value pack. We are making a lot today. Just open up.
Ooh,
Okay.
all frozen still.
No.
So you don't really want to pre-thaw them, or?
It's just free. Almost.
Okay. We're just gonna wash them down, basically.
Yeah. And then I will cut them up also.
Okay.
Because it's too big pieces. We like smaller pieces and this bakes nicely. So just rinse it out like that. And then
And let's see.
see, I just cut it as the meat is. See, just like that. This. And there are some fatty stuff for it. Usually I used to take it off.
Let me get a different angle on that one second, Anya. We're just cutting them up into little squares, then,
Well,
as you said,
about
kind of,
these pieces,
yeah, little chunks. And just
then I
depositing
cut off
them in the
fat.
gravy there. Cut off the fat, hey?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, this is a nice piece, there's not much fat on it. So what I do is, let's make it frozen, but that's alright. I cut it in half. Now you like to eat it this big or you like smaller pieces?
I actually like the smaller pieces because I find that there's
More
more...
magnesium and more juice.
Yeah, it chews better and there's more sauce covering it, you know, more
Yeah.
surface area to be barbecue sauced.
Okay, so then I cut them pieces like this, see? About these pieces.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Need to put them in there.
Then
Okay.
I just put it on this in the sauce.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll finish up the rest. We'll take a little break from the
Yeah.
filming then.
And then we do the rest of it. See, nice. Okay, so we sliced up all the meat in half because it was too thick today.
Yeah.
So it's all nicely in there. See?
Yes,
The sauce.
wow.
And now we put that Diana sauce on the top of it.
Ah.
Cover it. We have a Kraft on there.
Right, now you're putting the Dianas on top.
So we will put this. If you use just one kind of akkor you put till some for the bottom.
You need to save some for the top. Okay.
And some for the top.
Right.
Cover it. You can put all together, then you mix, turn around the meat. But it's
You probably
easier.
could. You could put the meat in and then just flip it over after you put it in.
I used to do that, but this is easier. For so many pieces of meat that turn around.
Right, right.
It's not good.
Okay.
And we put enough sauce to cover the meat.
Mhm. Mhm.
And from the meat it will come out some juice, so it will be first juicier, but then it will bake and vaporize some colors. It will thicken.
It will thicken out, yes.
Then you have to watch when you are baking that sometimes the lid doesn't fit well.
Right.
And then air vaporize already too much, then you smell kind of burning smell, then you check and you have to put more water in it if you don't have more sauce. That's why you have to watch.
Right, so make sure it's a tight seal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, we rinse this out, the good sauce.
How much water are you putting into there? About a half,
Not
maybe?
much. Oh, no.
No?
Less than a quarter.
Less than a
This is
quarter?
little bit more. I should put only that much on.
Right, you've got about a third, I would say, there.
Yeah. But it will vaporize.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yes, I don't even that is too much.
Okay.
Okay.
So now you put the lid on it then?
Yeah, now what we do, we just will
Oh, swish it around a bit.
a little bit around so the sauce will be. So it will be like that, cover the whole meat, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then it will bake away.
Right, okay. That's what it will
Much.
evaporate
It will be
then.
less, but you have to watch. Now I usually rinse this too.
Just to give it some moisture.
Moisture. And put it on.
Okay.
See,
Right, make sure it's a tight fit.
nice size fit. When you buy a roasting pan, you always have to watch it. Now,
Okay, we'll fade out then.
so now we turn the oven to 375
Mm-hmm.
and on the low rack because this is a large
Oh, it's a large
pan
tapshoe, right.
and it will not fit otherwise. But even when I bake meat, I put it on the lower rack usually.
Okay, just to get a bit more heat going on to the bottom of the tapshoe.
Faster actually.
Faster, cooks faster? Okay.
Yeah. That's how you slide a lot sometimes. Okay, and now about
Yeah, how long?
about 45 minutes to an hour. I will check it
Mm-hmm.
and then move around a little bit.
Do you flip it over?
I don't flip it over, but I will move around or with a spoon, put some juice
Ladle
on
on
the top,
some
ladle on
sauce.
the sauce on the top, or move around if there's lots of juice.
Yeah.
And also check that maybe not vaporize too much.
Yeah.
And then again I leave it on for another, usually for another hour.
Oh,
I
okay.
like to make it about for 2 hours, 6
2 hours
Very
total.
nice and soft.
Yes, I see.
Okay,
Okay.
so that's it. Now then I just will peel the potatoes,
Potatoes.
cubes it up and put it in salty water and just cook it for
Mhm.
about 20 minutes and check it with a fork is nice and soft. Then you pour up the water and mash it and that will be mashed potato.
Okay, we'll
And
try
then
that
we can
then.
steam some
Corn.
and that we need together. Okay, now we will check the meat. Now it's about an hour.
So you've done it for an hour now,
About an
okay.
hour. Oh yeah, it's nice. Can you see?
Yes, I'll zoom in on it. Hold it up like that towards me. I knew. Oh wow, look at that. Steaming,
Nice.
tasty.
Lots of juice.
Yeah, yeah.
So the mishkal separate is in.
Okay. So you don't need to put any more extra on?
No. Good. So you just cover it. Look again.
Yeah.
Just this is perfect.
Okay.
Lezárjuk a make sure.
Make sure the lid is solid, yeah.
Okay. And we can check it about another 40 minutes unless we smell that is short of the juice, maybe.
Uh-huh. What does it smell like if it's short on juice? It's sort of a burning smell or something?
Kind of érzed, hogy burning-es.
Okay. All right, we'll check back on
smell.
that.
So
All right.
about 40 minutes.
40 minutes, we'll check
40
it?
minutes unless you smell that
Smell
it's baked
something.
very well.
Okay.
Then it means vaporizing the juice, but we have lots of juice left, so.
Tupperju is what Mom does with the leftover fat on the meat, and she makes pork rinds out of it. But since we won't be making that ever in the future, no point to make that recipe. Okay.
Okay, now we will make about 8 large or 10 medium potatoes.
So right, so eight large potatoes or 10 medium.
Because Sylvia is coming over again and then we will eat the leftover tomorrow.
Okay.
So in a big pot I put just about a quarter of water. And I start to peel the potatoes, right?
Okay, and the potatoes are dry otherwise? Or did you soak them down? Did you wash them down at all, or?
I will wash. I just peel a
Oh, I see.
potato.
You don't wash them before you peel them. You just
No.
peel them and then you wash them, maybe
Yeah.
a little bit, rinse them down.
See what I do? I peel it like that.
Okay, I'll zoom in on that. Get close up of your technique. I see. You're just kind of peeling it slice by slice.
Yeah, you can wash on if you want, and then wash again anyways. Okay, now I wash it. And I use warm water because it's good for your hands. And I take off all the liquid black spot to cut if there is any, or a potato sometimes.
Sure.
And now I cut it in half.
Okay, so we're making mashed potatoes, right?
Mashed potato, yeah.
Okay, so cut it in half.
And another half, so it's colder.
Uh-huh.
And then I just cubes it with
Oh,
the
yeah.
water.
Yeah.
And I have the water so the potato will not darken until I finish cutting them out.
Oh, that's smart.
Plus we need water anyways at the end.
Sure. Yeah.
So I do that with
all of them?
8 or 10 potatoes.
Okay, then we'll take a break then.
So we are done with the last potato now. What I do is just wash it again. Check if there are any other little is there.
Right.
Nice.
You checked inside to make sure it's okay. Yeah.
And then cubes it
Move
in.
it up there, eh?
Now we check that potato has to be covered with water, so we put a little bit more water, cold water.
Like cover every cube with water.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sure.
Because it will give away more juice anyways. Then I just put a little salt because we don't eat too much salt anymore.
Oh boy, there's evidence to the cardiologists.
And then we put it onto the stove.
Okay, hang on.
So we put it on the stove. And I usually put it on about 6.
On 6.
6 or 7 until it starts to boil. Then put it back between 3 and 4 and cover. And then you just stir a little bit before cover so it will not cook under, stick under.
Stick under, right.
Yeah, so right now you don't have to cover. You can cover because then it will boil faster. Save the heat, right?
Okay. Yeah, I would do that, sure, just to get it going quicker. You're right. Okay.
So we can cover, but then you have to watch, make sure that boiling goes okay.
Sure. Okay.
So in a few minutes when it boils, you mix it up the bottom and then put on between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And for about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes you can check. And if it's nice and soft, if it's too much water, then you take off some. If it's just cover, then you need that much.
Okay, and if it's less, you just add some more, I guess.
Well, that's why you better have a little bit more. And sometimes if you don't know if it's too much or not, then you save it in a cup Because then you will need more. You can put that back because that's nice potato.
Starchy water,
just,
yeah.
Water.
Sure. Oh, brilliant. Okay.
Thank you.
Good. Thank you.
Okay, so potato is ready.
Wow, look at that.
Let's see how much water we have it on. Well, I would say is that much water maybe we will need.
Pretty good. And you were saying that if there's not enough water at this point, you could probably add milk or something into it.
Yeah. And I believe this is not too much water. Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little bit too much? Okay. And you were saying what you do then is you take it out and then, but you keep it handy.
I should take out before I start.
Before you mash it? Oh.
Because after too much and then you can't help.
No.
Akkor már mashed up and then that it's just half soup, half mashed potato, see?
Yeah, okay, that's what you're doing.
So I have to try to take out the water. I shouldn't even start to mash because you have to just take out the water itself. See?
Oh, that's okay, you just did a little bit anyway.
Because it looks like, see, if it's covered more than 1 centimeter above the potato, then I guess it's too much. You usually have to take off. Because the truth is a potato will thicken when you mash it, but if it's too much water, can't thicken that much.
No, and then you can't get the water out at that point.
And that one after is too late to take out.
Okay.
It will be just very thin. Okay, so it still look a little bit thin, but if you megmeasure the potatót közben vaporizol, see?
Yeah.
So it will be just nice.
It will thicken up.
See, nice thickening, see? Look.
Oh, yeah.
But that would be too much if you would leave that in. See, it már látod, hogy thick, nice thick, see? And you just mashing more. Plus vaporizing, you can see.
Yeah, it is.
And thickens up.
I see.
So that's exactly how much you need. So usually the best thing, if you see that the potato is covered a little bit, about half centimeter, then it's good.
Okay.
Not even 1 centimeter, about half. And if it's more, then just take up the water just in case.
Yeah.
And if you need more, you can always add a little bit more. But see, this is perfect. And when it stands, it will thicken a little bit more anyway.
Oh, okay.
So don't make it thicker, originally thicker, because when it stands, it will thicken.
They will thicken up. Okay, good.
So this one, I believe, is just good.
Okay, so you pulled out the meat there, and you checked it, and it's gotten a bit thick, you were saying, hey?
Yeah.
So you added some water into it?
Check in time, so now we have to add water because a potato barbecue sauce is too thick now, see?
Did some of it burn though, I see a little bit?
No, it's not burned.
Not really burned, but just, you'll make sure.
We should check them this to cut.
There's the evidence right there.
Yeah, so.
Well, we're too busy having fun filming the potatoes. Oh well.
That's okay.
At least we know what not to do.
Yeah.
But that's done now. That's done. You're not gonna. Oh well, it's our first try. The video.
You can have still a little water because of thicken the sauce. So it's too thick now. And then what you do is just a little bit later.
Okay. See, we didn't watch the time exactly,
No,
so.
Have to watch the time, but.
All right. So that is otherwise done at this point. They're probably overdone a little bit even
done.
too. Maybe a little bit extra done.
Yeah, top is very thick. We need some water. Yeah, a little bit.
Over. Okay.
On the side.
Well, thanks Anikam for this meal. So this was barbecued pork chops with mashed potatoes.
Alright.
All right. Well, thanks again, and bye for now.
Yeah, we shouldn't have the water.